Otaku Mike here, back again with a new comic book day haul for you guys. This is for the third week of February. I got some pretty cool stuff to show off in this little haul. But before we get into that, I was actually a special guest on a couple other YouTube channels. So I hope you guys go check them out. I will leave links down below to the specific shows. That specifically is Paul in the 619. I was part of his chatting with community thing that he does. And then I was also on Dan's Comic Corner, where I was on the Gotham City Lights podcast, as well as his show, The Underrated Indies, specifically with my co-host Jen Graves from our podcast, Otakuology. It was a pretty fun time talking about indie comics, talking about with Paul and, you know, collecting comics and stuff like that and creating videos. I hope you guys go check those videos out because they're a bunch of pretty cool guys, and I like the stuff that they create on their channels, to be honest. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into this haul. Alright, so the first book for this haul is TMNT Shredder issue number 5. I did actually read this. This is one of the books we covered on the Underrated Indie show. And it was a decent read. I think it's actually starting to move in a very good direction story-wise. This is all about like where the Shredder exactly was in between the events of the original IDW TMNT run when he like disappeared, and you know how he got back here. Basically, it was pretty cool. I don't want to really spoil it that much, but some pretty awesome things happen with this. Next, we have actually the Florida Hippopotamus Cocaine Massacre. I actually did a review on this on my channel, so you can go check that out. I also talked about it on Dan's channel as well. This was actually a pretty fun, decent read. It's a ridiculous read. It's about this guy who secretly is a drug lord and runs this Disneyland type amusement park. It's crazy. Cocaine is involved, hippos are involved, and a lot of people die. Yeah, it's pretty gnarly, to be honest. This next one is one of the new Vertigo titles that was Vertigo recently got relaunched and, you know, rebirth, one might say. And this is one of the ones that I actually picked up. This is End of Life issue number 1. This one's about a hitman who screws up and has to go into hiding and hides from like the organization that he is employed by. I will be doing a review on this soon. This was actually a pretty fun little read. The main character, although negative, he's a douchebag. He's a really big douchebag. He's not even like a lovable douchebag. So yeah, can't wait to do a review on this. This next one we picked up is a Marvel book. This is Generation X-23. I picked it up because X-23, and I believe her name is Honey Badger. I think she goes by, her name's actually Gabby, but her code name I think is Honey Badger. I don't know if it's changed or not. But this is a new series. I think it might be a teen book. I'm not 100% sure. But I decided to pick up the first issue and give it a shot and see how it is. This next one is Absolute Batman issue number 17, the first appearance of Poison Ivy. This issue was pretty gnarly and crazy. Poison Ivy is like super overpowered and awesome. We get to see some pretty cool action scenes and stuff in this, and it leads into a pretty interesting like new story for Batman. I really did enjoy this one. Next we have Exquisite Corpses. Exquisite Corpses issue number 10. I am behind on my Exquisite Corpses, but this actually just got a couple of spin-off books in the Exquisite Corpses universe. We're getting a Rascal Randy limited series. We're getting the Lone Gunman limited series, as well as a Ghost Fox Killer miniseries. Fox Mask Killer, sorry. Fox Mask Killer miniseries, and then one, I think it's a one-shot called like the Book of the Dead. So we're expanding on the Exquisite Corpses mythology and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. I have to get caught up on this because it's ending in like a couple months. I think there's only a couple more issues left of this, but yeah, super awesome to get. One that I'm also behind on, sadly, because I constantly praise this on my YouTube channel, which is Ghost Pepper. Ghost Pepper issue number 8 right here. Yeah, not much to say about Ghost Pepper 8, but this cover is pretty awesome with Vex, or I forget what her name is on the cover. She's one of the why am I forgetting what their thing, the Eclipse, I think it was called. The Eclipse, the group called The Eclipse. Next, we have Nightwing issue number 135. This ends the Circus de Sin, uh, ends that story arc. It was a decent wrap up, I would say. I know I've had some problems with the Nightwing story arc as a whole. I think it kind of stretched out a little too far story wise, and was a little padded at points. But it ends on a decent note, I would say, and a promising note for things to come with the Nightwing series. Yeah, pretty decent. Yeah. Next we have the end. Yeah, this is the end. The end of TMT Battle Nexus issue number 5. Michelangelo and Slash are fighting in the penultimate grudge match, I would say. I haven't read this yet, but I'm looking forward to reading it because this is one of the series that I've actually really thoroughly enjoyed so far when it comes to like TMNT like miniseries and stuff. It's been a hard hitting, like emotional miniseries, I would say. So I'm looking forward to read that. Next, we have a Daredevil Punisher. This is the Devil's Trigger, I think it's called. The story arc is. This is issue number 4. I picked up one of the variant covers. I just thought this one looked pretty cool. Soon, I'll be doing reviews for this miniseries eventually. But it's been a decent miniseries so far. Then, last but not least, these last two ones I picked up, I'm not reading them. I only picked them up because Crypto the Super Dog was on the covers. I have a weird obsession with having issues of comics with Crypto on the covers. So this one is Supergirl issue number 9 right here. We got Crypto and Streaky the Super Cat right there. Double the trouble, double the fun right there. With Supergirl trying to take a selfie, I guess. I don't know. But I thought it was pretty cute. Then we have, last but not least, we have Supergirl. Wait, that was issue number 8. Sorry, this is issue number 9, I think. Hold on. Or is it both issue number 9? No, it's both issue number 9. I got 2 issue number 9s, I guess. But this one was cute and adorable, and I couldn't pass it up. But we have Supergirl issue number 9 with Crypto and Supergirl just hanging out, playing in the snow. I thought it was a pretty cute little cover. So yeah, that's what I picked up. Let me know what you guys picked up and what you've been enjoying and reading so far. Check out my podcast. Check out all the guest spots that I was on. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out. Stay safe. And go read some comic books.